It's Amy and Kristin with Yarn and Shenanigans, and we're here for another fun week that's just been full of not knitting for me and shenanigans. Kristin's been knitting like a crazy lady. So, I am pretty much at the, my sister's pretty sick with COVID. That's kind of bumming me out a little bit. Yeah. So, when I get stressed out, my reaction to that is to clean, because I feel like when things are in chaos, getting my house in order. So I've been like, the bottom part of my house is pretty spotless, and it smells like fall because I'm ready for Halloween, even though it's 85 degrees outside. I'm also wearing a sweater because I hope that if I will fall here, it will be here. I'm done with summer. So, I've been stress cleaning, and then all of my projects for knitting are things you have to, like, mentally think about while you're there knitting it. Excuse me. I've not been drinking. I'm on a diet. So all the things I have to think about, and then I've been too tired because I've been cleaning. So, nothing gets done. Although, you guys can't see it because Kristin can't even see it because it's our chair full of things in the way, but my craft closet is the most organized it has ever been in the history. It's a giant walk-in closet. It's why I chose this room for my craft room. It's organized like you would not believe. It looks beautiful in there. I could go live in that closet. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's been this week.
So I guess that Amy will be coming to my house because I need some stress cleaning done at my house. When I stress, I don't clean. So you're welcome to come and take out your stress in my house.
It is what I do. I've cleaned out like every bag. Like,
you got to come closer because you're getting your face cut off.
I do it every time. I'm sorry.
You do.
I'll lean in.
There we go.
Hi. Yeah, I'll come to your house and clean.
Okay, deal.
And then if you need me, I'll come to your house and clean. That's just how I work.
That's how much stress has been going on.
It's been a lot. It's been rough.
So, first I'll talk about my top. I made this a few years ago. This is called Cara, Cara, and we'll put this up on the screen by Amy Christoffers.
I used to have a friend named Cara.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I made this out of, I couldn't remember exactly the name. It's called Rhino, I do believe, Rino. I can't remember the maker, but it's a 80% cotton, 20% wool-ish mix, and is a really lovely yarn to work with. I really enjoyed making it, and I will try to find the exact thing and put that up also. But it's a real great cotton and yarn. It's a lovely soft, and it knits up really nicely. So this is kind of one of those one of my many tops. Yes.
It's nice that it has a little bit of wool in there.
Yeah, it gives the cotton just a tiny amount of stretch, so it's just easier to keep tension. But it's, like I said, mostly cotton, so it makes a nice summer top.
Nice.
So, yeah. Nice. So, one of my many tops. We'll see if I get through them all.
You knit them so quickly. So it drives me crazy. You're like, I'm just going to knit this top. And then in like the next week it's done. And I'm just like, I got maybe 3 inches done of something. So.
So, yeah, my world has been spinning at a tilt. Mostly it's work-related, just being in the healthcare system and having COVID Delta ravaging everywhere just means everything is kind of going crazy. So let's just say that doing lots and lots and lots of testing and vaccines and putting in much more work than I normally do. So keeping good and busy and having nice fat paychecks.
I think it's awesome that you're working where my husband works. That's funny. My husband, March of last year, he went on spring break, and that's when COVID shut them down, so he's been teaching from home. And this semester is when they finally started going back, but they're doing like half students are in class and half of them are online, and then they switch it. It's actually pretty clever. But yeah, it's just kind of funny that you're working where he works doing COVID testing. Yeah.
So I haven't seen him yet because he's a nice, healthy guy and well vaccinated.
He is very well vaccinated in our house. Did I have my bruise when we got, I maybe had just gotten my booster shot? Yeah. I have a compromised immune system, so I was first in line. So it's been pretty nice. I'm feeling pretty confident about
when boosters come around, will get even more fun where I work. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So, yeah.
Kristin and I might go back to drinking.
Not
that I've been laying off this week. There have been like 2 happy hours at work.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's been so much. I'm just like, Although last time I only had 1 watermelon daiquiri, and that counted as a fruit because
it's
watermelon. So,
well, at where I work, I'm just kind of covered head to toe in PPE. So,
yeah,
we don't have happy hours. My happy hours when I don't have people coughing on me. That's my happy hour.
I promise to never cough on you, Kristin.
No, I trust you. Not the ones I'm testing.
I will never. I'll never. If I have to cough, I'm definitely going to the side.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do finished objects, and I'm the only one with a finished object, and that is only because it's a hat.
That's a lie. You'd know, like, if you were doing other stuff, you'd have it. This hat's kind of cool, though, because it, I'm sorry, I'll let you talk about your project. That's rude. So rude.
So this is a hat that's called Midwestern Hat Gal by Jaala, Spiro. I have no idea if that's pronounced correctly, so I apologize if it's not.
It's a very pretty name.
It is meant to be a slouch hat, and I'm going to try it on here in a second. I made it out of cotton Supreme batik. So let's see if we can make this actually see. There we go. Cotton Supreme batik.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could do the hand.
Yeah, it's just because of
there we go.
It's it was shiny.
Metallic.
It was metallic, and it's called Early Autumn. But I made this because a friend of mine is going to be undergoing chemo, and so we're looking for hat patterns and stuff that she would like. She hasn't started yet, so we're making all sorts of tests and trials. So this is one of the trials. And the thing about this one, we made it out of cotton because we live in North Carolina and it's, 800 degrees. So we didn't want it too hot. And I haven't woven in the ends because we want to get her opinion before we do things. So this is kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
And what I found is the bind off is a little bit snug, but I think that's what's keeping it on the head. So if it wasn't a snug bind off, it wouldn't. I think it would slide right off. So I'm hoping that this is going to work okay. If not, I can adjust it for. So this is the first trial of this, trying to make some chemo hats. This one started at the top. So you start on DPNs at the top like that. And then you work your way down. And so then this is the cast off.
This was a great pattern for this yarn because it really shows off the color.
It does. It turned out, someone said, "Oh, Kristin, you pick out colors so well." And I'm like, no, it's just the yarn. The yarn did it all. I just knew. So, but it did turn out really pretty, and it is nice fall colors. And she likes neutrals, so I'm hoping that there's enough neutral in here. So we'll see how it goes. And you might be seeing more chemo caps as we progress. We found out that she will be continuing this for a while, and we may need some holiday hats. Oh. So we might be having a lot of fun making some very neutral and calm Christmas tree hats or something along those lines. We'll see.
We have to find a way to put lights in them or something. Little LEDs.
I'm all ready because so we showed her all these hats and it was just hysterical and we were having a good laugh. And then she comes up with this very plain hat. She says, "What about something like this?" And I said, "Okay, can we put lights on it?" And she's like, "Sure." So now I'm on the hunt for lights that I can attach to a hat that has their own little sensor so that they can light up. So we'll see.
I may actually have some. Ooh. Just so you know.
So we might be going down the hat rabbit hole pretty soon.
Oh, that's fun.
It's going to be great.
What a nice thing for her.
So we've got Halloween coming up. We've got Thanksgiving. Do you think there's a
oh, you know what there is?
There's a turkey.
Is there a turkey? There's a turkey.
Turkey hats for Thanksgiving. We've got to get a pumpkin hat for Halloween. We've got Christmas hats. Maybe we're also looking at the reindeer hat. It was so funny. I think her daughter saw some of our stuff and her daughter said, "I want to pick out your hats." And I said, "You are more than welcome. We will let your daughter pick out any hat you want." And she's like, "Oh no, I'm in deep trouble now." And I said, "And if your daughter plays her cards right, we might make her a matching hat." So
I actually have a book, Kristin, that you need to look at. It's on my bookshelf right there. It's called Animal Hats.
Oh, yes.
I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know who wrote the book. But it is over there.
Monocle.
Okay, there we go. That book.
I think Monocle.
That book is amazing.
Okay.
So we will look through that because
we're gonna have we're going down the rabbit hole.
That book is a treasure. I bought it because I feel like there was like a unicorn or something in there, and I was just like, I have to have this book.
Now, is it knitting or crochet?
It's knitting.
Okay, great.
It's all knitted. So
does that mean I don't have to make the Viking hat?
Oh no, you definitely have to make the bearded Viking.
The bearded Viking hat was another good one.
I just like that you could braid that one.
Yeah,
like however you wanted, you could put things into that. So
she was a very good sport, and we were very happy to have a good time with her. But so that's the first one. So we'll see what happens and where we go with that. So that's my one and only finished project. So not a whole lot. And now we are on to whips. Your turn.
No, you go, because you were just talking about yours, and yours is way more exciting than mine, because mine is like...
I don't know that mine's exciting.
I like yours.
Okay, so what we have here is I have started on my niece's birthday present. Her birthday is going to be in October, and my niece is going to be 29. And the only reason I state this is because I'm making her a chicken.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed the eyes on it. That's so cute.
So we already have the eyes in. And this is where the beak is going to go. And it looks like she has curlers, but this is where the comb. I was going to get the comb done, and then, life happened. So I've at least got the head and the body done. And I thought that would be the biggest part now, because I've never made a stuffed animal before. And now I've realized that that's the easiest part. And the fun is yet to come. But anyway, this is called Mother Hen by Susan B. Anderson, and it's going to have a hat on top and a cardigan, and it's going to be cute as a button. I had said in a previous podcast that I was going to get all of the yarn out of my stash and not buy any, so trying to use up stash. So we'll put the chicken right there.
Oh, I love it. He can be our little friend.
There's our little friend.
We should make a little knitted friend for our...
I know.
It's like our little buddy.
So these are the colors that are going to go with... I have all but one. So these are going to be colors that will be on the chicken, plus a creamy white. So all of these came out of my stash. As you can see, they're not well wound, but this is how they came. And yeah, this is going to be the mother hen. So we'll be working on this. I got to get it done by October, so I have to put some time in on it. But that is a work in progress.
Nice.
And then the Olympic bag is still coming along. The real name for it is the Twill Tote by Purlsoho.
Just so you know, the Olympics are happening again next year.
Yeah, in the wintertime.
So
theoretically, I've got till then to get it done.
That's right.
It might take me that long.
Say what Olympics it was.
Exactly.
It just said it's an Olympic bag.
It could happen at any Olympic.
That's right. I'm pretty impressed that I got mine done. I'm not going to lie. I still haven't blocked it, though.
Well, I didn't block my shawl either, but we won't talk about that. So anyway, this is the strap. So what I've done is I didn't want to do the strap because it was knit in the round and it was causing me grief. So I was going to make my own strap. So I just cast on, and I decided to do a... seed stitch.
Yeah.
So this is just your basic seed stitch is all that is. And then I thought I was just going to have a wide strap. And then I looked at it more and I thought, if I go ahead and seam it up, I could still have a nice handle like that. So I think what I'm going to do next is the right length now. And we're going to go ahead and seam it up and then start on the body. So that's the next part of this. So that's where I am on the Olympic bag, otherwise known as the Twill Tote. So that's my whips.
Well, I was gonna cast on my socks while Kristin was here, or before Kristin got here, but that didn't happen. So here are my socks in progress. So sad. I have till October to get them finished.
You do.
Plenty of time. I'll probably work on them. So when football is on, I use that for my sock knitting because I can prop my feet up. Right. Laundry's going. This is kind of mindless. So I'm kind of excited that football's starting up again, so that's my dedicated sock knitting time. You guys just don't even know. Hear a Texan yell about the Cowboys while you're trying to turn a heel is just a whole adventure. So there's my sad socks, not cast on, but they're going to count as a work in progress because in my mind I've started. Then I started my 8-bit Doodle Count. This is actually Tom's. And I had said that maybe I wasn't going to use this color because it was a little girly, but Tom was okay with it. So
I think it looks great.
I think with the pattern, it's going to be amazing. So
it is.
We went with it, and I did the first chart in the first border. The nice thing about this pattern is you can mix and match your... it's not like in an order, so you can mix and match your borders and what you want. I'm actually randomly grabbing colors out of the bag, as long as like 2 oranges don't touch or whatever. Right. So yeah, but I mean, in the inside you can see the...
It's as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside.
Yeah, my floats are pretty even.
They are. They're looking great.
I'm trying. So...
That's going to be fantastic.
So yeah, I'm going to make one for him, and I like it so much I'm going to make one for me. Maybe next year. I was going to try to do them 2 at a time, but that was my brain. So that's that. And then I started my Snark-O-Meter by Casapinka, and I got to the point where I was going to add my 4th color, but then I got second thoughts, so I stopped. But Kristin has convinced me to continue on.
It's going to be great.
So there's the green and kind of purpley, and then black, and then that's going to be orange. So it's going to be very fall. It's going to be really pretty.
Very Halloween.
It is. It's going to
look
be
so pretty.
So pretty. So, yeah, I'm super excited about that. And that's basically it. I have the yarn wound for a sweater, but I may have talked to Kristin into doing the sweater.
She's a bad influence.
So I held off. And I'm pretty excited about that because I feel like Kristin's going to hold me accountable when I feel like setting it on fire because it's all lace. And I'm going to get through a section and Kristin's going to be like, oh, I did the body. And I'll be like, oh, I'm still on the edging of the bottom. And then I'm gonna get back motivated. So that's probably a good project that Kristin and I will do together because I hate lace. But I'm going to do it.
But you picked it out.
I know. I want to do it. I love those little funky sleeves. I'm so excited. But lace.
You'll learn the pattern. It'll go easy.
I think that's a lie.
No, it's not.
It's a lie.
I tell you. I knit lace. Once you get that pattern down, it flies.
No, it's going to be a lie. I don't think it's going to fly.
It's going to fly.
My gauge swatch is going to take me like 3 days to do.
No, that might take 3 days.
So
gauge swatches and lace. Usually when I start a lace project, there's at least 2 or 3 attempts before we get going. And then you're fine.
I'm going to have to put in so many lifelines on that. And it's just buy stock and dental floss, you guys. Because I'm about to buy it all.
See, and I don't use a lifeline at all.
I could hit you. If this was recorded, that would be assault. I didn't use a lifeline. Oh my god. I can't do it. I couldn't even do that shawl pattern and not use a lifeline. And that's 12 rows of lace. You guys, I'm gonna cry.
The thing that works for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, but the thing that works for me with lace are stitch markers. And I just use stitch markers out the yin-yang. And that keeps me on track. And so it's not that I don't make mistakes, but I find the mistakes really quickly when I use stitch markers. Yeah. And so I can make as many mistakes as the next person. The yarn overs you forget to do, and all of that stuff. But because I've got the stitch markers and I know how many are between stitch markers, it's much easier, much faster to fix the problems that I make. You can do it. You can do it.
This is my skeptical face, you guys.
I'll tell you what. On our next podcast, I almost wore it this time, and I didn't. I made myself a lace short sleeve cardigan.
Just in a week?
No, it took me longer than a week, but
17 days.
I'll wear it next time. I'll show you. I'll show you.
Hopefully next time we record, it'll be cold enough for a cardigan, and I can pull my lace cardigan
in 2 weeks. Do you really think we're going to be out of the 80s? No.
I can dream.
You can. You can.
You guys, I'm so ready for Halloween. Kristin can tell you, I've already made a quilt. I have Halloween picks going on over there for a wreath. I went shopping on Thursday for retail therapy and bought so much Halloween stuff. I am ready. I'm ready.
And it's so funny because you are such a Halloween person. I have another friend who loves the fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving. That's her stuff. I love the fall, but I'm not the holiday person. So it's just funny to be surrounded by all these Halloween people.
Oh my God, I love it. I love, like, I'm making a snuggle blanket so we can, like, lay in bed. And I got a Keurig machine so we could, like, make apple cider in it. And we can just, like, watch scary movies under my house. Like, I have this whole, like, holiday thing. Like, I want to get matching skeleton pajamas for my husband and I, but he will not go for it. I got him a matching Christmas pajamas. But you guys, I got matching Christmas pajamas and I monogrammed them. And I got matching pajamas for the dogs that are monogrammed.
They're pretty amazing.
It's an amazing thing. So I was hoping that would go over for Halloween, but
not so much.
No.
Okay, so I think we've moved on to the acquisitions because we were talking about the sweater. So grab your skein of yarn over there.
I didn't get any. No.
No, but we're going to talk about, because I got this. So
I don't have any skeins of yarn.
That burnt orange goes with this one.
Oh, okay.
So my acquisition is for the Garnered sweater, and this is the Remix Chunky Berroco, and I got it in color, I think it's patina. Let me see. Oh, they don't have the name on here, but I think it's called patina. And I went ahead and bought this because it seems like we're back order. And I was afraid that by the time I did want to actually make it, it wasn't going to be available or we weren't able to get it. So I went ahead and got it. So I made sure I had it. And this is a dark gray, and it's with some white in there and some, like, it looks like a burnt orange ready.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a little bit of red in there. So.
Yeah, so I think that this is going to be really, really cute. And then you're going to make it out of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lace. This is the lace sweater that we've been talking about.
Mine is Quince and Company in Forest Fox.
So eventually we're going to cast these on.
Gonna be pretty. Gonna get to wear it for a day because it's North Carolina.
Yes, because yours is wool. Mine is cotton.
Whatever.
I'm gonna wear mine
with
more
your
for a day.
Smartness.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty excited about this.
So this is going to be fun eventually when we get there. I got to get some other stuff done.
Do you know that the first sweater I ever bought yarn for that I still have not knit and still have all the yarn for was this exact same color, this like pumpkin-y rust. And I need to knit that because it used bulky and DK weight yarn in the pattern. And it had this little ruffle on the back, like right above your butt. It had a little butt ruffle. That pattern. It's a Berroco pattern.
So why have you not made it?
I don't know. I think because I have Castonitis, and then I saw another sweater I wanted to make, and then by that time I was like, I don't really want to make that yet. And then I only think about sweaters in July.
So now we're into hopes and dreams. So we've got a lot of things that we want to get going on. We're hoping that I didn't tell you what I did.
What did you do?
I shouldn't talk about it now, but I will. I went down the rabbit hole in Etsy.
Oh, that's right. Your stitch markers. I didn't click the link. I didn't click it. I was smart. Kristin sent me stitch marker links. Nope. I know.
I might have bought enough to get free shipping.
Oh, that's like a lot of dollars in Etsy.
That's a lot of stitch markers.
I'm pretty impressed with you. I make stitch markers too. Just like on the download. That's why I have 600 of them.
Well, the thing was that I wanted the lobster clasp ones, and the locking ones. The only ones I had a lot of were the little plasticky ones, and I've decided I'm over those. And last night, I guess that was my retail therapy that I did.
That's
stitch marker rabbit hole.
I'm pretty impressed. The Lemonade Shop makes these really cute acrylic ones, and I want some of those. So
these are enamel. They're really pretty. So when they get here, we will have show and tell, and I will show you all 8 million stitch markers that I bought.
I'm pretty excited about it because I didn't buy any of them, and I can learn through you. I'm saving my money for Saf and Halloween.
Yes, my husband and I are already under discussions for Saf. So We're getting prepped. That's why I'm working so much. So I can afford staff.
I feel like staff is probably going to end up being virtual anyway.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I want to go,
we're going to sit in here, and you're going to have a computer, and I'm going to have a computer. And
I got 2 screens. I got like 4 monitors.
Right.
We'll like plug it up.
And we're just going to sit here and have alcohol. And
the best. I'll bring my margarita machine upstairs. We'll have the Keurig going.
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna live our best life that day.
We are. It's gonna be a great day.
It is, and we can do it in our pajamas just to really like.
See?
Yeah.
Pajamas.
I'll even put my unicorn slippers on.
All right, there we go.
It's gonna be the best staff ever.
So that'll be in October.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last week in October?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's the 22nd, but don't quote me on that. So.
Christmas presents are coming up. So I have, the yarn hasn't come in, but I have bought yarn to make my niece a sweater. So when that comes in, we'll talk about that. And my sister, I'm making plans, but I'm trying to talk myself out of them because it will take a long time. We'll see if I go with my original plans or not.
You're gonna go with them.
I know.
I'm
gonna have to knit really fast.
Do you know, I was gonna buy some yarn for Christmas presents, and it was sock yarn, and the shipping was $15.
Ooh.
And I just couldn't do it, you guys.
That's a lot.
It's like half a skein.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot for shipping.
Well, it's sort of like
there's a post office, but
there's a lot of stitch markers I liked in the UK, but it was going to cost as much for the shipping as it was for any of the stitch markers. And it's not, I'd love to support them, but I'm not against them. I'm just saying, mail and shipping is just getting really expensive, and it's getting harder.
It is. And that was without tracking. So it was if it gets lost, it gets lost.
Oh, I finally sent my sister her birthday present.
Oh, nice! The burgundy sweater?
Yeah, the magenta one. Yeah, so maybe eventually we'll get pictures of that.
That's
I think she was supposed to get it today, so we'll see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So Christmas knitting for me, I'm a pretty selfish knitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make my husband that cowl. And I actually have some yarn that I've been trying to knit him socks. It's art yarn, and when you knit it, it knits out Pac-Man.
Oh, nice.
It is a little pricey yarn. It's art yarn by Abby, if you guys ever look her up. But like, I have quite a few skeins of like her Christmas. I have some that like knit out sheets.
Ooh.
But the problem is that it's a little like, you have to be a little gentle, because if your tension gets off, it messes up the whole thing.
Exactly.
So you gotta like knit a couple rows at a time before you get tired. So that may be Tom's Christmas present, and then he asked me to knit for someone at work, and I think I've already got a handle on what I'm gonna knit for them. So
there's probably I'm gonna make something for my niece and my sister, and then there's a couple of relatives on my husband and my on my husband's side and on my side that will probably end up getting some hand knit gifts too.
Nice. You can hand knit me something.
You want a pair of socks?
Oh my gosh, Kristin, you'd be like, Amy, I see why your socks don't take very long, because your feet are like a size 5. You are a size 5. So yeah, they're tiny.
Alrighty, so we've got hopes and dreams and Christmas presents. I think we've kind of reached the end of where we were going today. And hopefully next time we are going to have some finished objects.
You guys see how she elbowed me.
We're going to have some...
I will. I'm going to finish. My house is clean-ish. And
you need to stress knit now that you've stress cleaned.
I do. The thing is, I get antsy. I got to stand up and do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I need?
I have a friend who walks in knits.
Kristin. I can't knit. I can't walk like without knitting. You want to add something? No, I cannot do that. I tried on the treadmill, like going really slow. I can't, y'all. Let me tell you about my life. I tripped and fell in a parking lot, right? Just walking. I was wearing flats, nothing crazy. And I tripped. I didn't even fall to the ground, but I tore my ACL and had to have surgery. I'm not allowed. My your foot doctor, podiatrist. My podiatrist wouldn't put me in a boot when I fractured my foot from walking down the stairs. By the way, I had a fracture because she said I was too klutzy for a boot, and she felt that if she put me in a boot, it'd do more damage to me than if not. So she told me to go live my best life without a boot, like just to wear a brace. She knows my life, you guys. Like, she knows.
All right, so I think that's the end of it. I think that we have gotten as much as we can get done, and we thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to us ramble and having a good time. Life always throws us curves.
It is a very interesting life we have.
It is, but we're going to knit our way through them. Once again, we'd love to hear any comments that you happen to have. Tell us the good, the bad, the ugly. Any questions that you may have, and we hope that you come back and visit us again. We hope to put out another episode sooner rather than later.
Yeah. 2 weeks, what do you say?
2 weeks, sounds good to me.
All right, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I hope everyone has a good 2 weeks off and knit some stuff, you guys.
Take care.
Bye.